Hello people, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hope you're having a great day. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year if I don't see you after this. Games played of course. Yesterday I didn't upload a video, I was kind of busy to be honest. I saw the game and then I had to move on some family member stuff and things like that because we know it's the end of the year. I'm not a big time YouTuber to just depend on it. But still had time to watch the game and decided to make a video today. Maybe calm down a little bit and just rewatch some of the replays and stuff that we did yesterday. I gotta say I'm worried. That's the truth, people. A lot worried about us in general, the team. We're being found out. We are looking like we don't know what we're doing and we're depending on goals. I gotta say, Martin Odegaard played good yesterday, so I'm not gonna dig at him because he played well. In my opinion, that happens once every 8 games, which is not good enough. We know he's the favorite player of the manager. He's gonna play every night in the 90 minutes, which takes me to what I wanted to talk about: the rotation in the team. What has Eze done to deserve no minutes yesterday, no minutes against Everton, and just 57 minutes against Wolves? In my mind, it really tells me that there's nothing this player has done to deserve being on the bench and not even played. Makes no sense, people. I think this manager doesn't know how to rotate the team. Calafiori is the first guy I'm going to talk about. Calafiori. Why was he warming up if yesterday, well, actually on Friday, he told Mikel Arteta that he was feeling something? He still went in and was going to start the game. If the player is telling you that he's feeling something, why the fuck is he playing the game? I'm glad the guy couldn't go through the warm-up and we actually played Luis Skelly, because if not, that was going to be another substitution that we had to make during the game. So thankfully Calafiori actually said to the manager, I can't play. Cool, because we need to take care of the players. If the player tells you that he's feeling something, take care of that player. We do have guys on the bench that can play. Luis Skelly is not a bad player. Why has this manager lost trust in Luis Skelly? I have no idea why. Luis Skelly is a good player. We know he's a midfielder, but he's not even taken in consideration to play midfield, to take some minutes of Declan Rice. Declan Rice played yesterday as a right back. Jurrien Timber is unable to play. We know Jurrien Timber has been on adrenaline before last season when he played against PSG. He said it on an interview. So now we're playing Declan Rice, a defensive midfielder, on the right. We did the same with Thomas Partey. Of course, Partey was not good enough. Declan Rice is, because he's fast, he's younger, he's better. But we are doing the same mistakes we did before. It's not Thomas Partey now, it's Declan Rice. It worked yesterday, but it's not going to work throughout the season. Where is the squad depth that supposedly we had? Because, well, we had enough defenders to play in those positions while Mosquera is injured. Gabriel Magalhaes got rushed yesterday. There was no need for him to play, and he still played. Again, another player that we have mismanaged, because that's the truth. There was no need for him to play yesterday, and the manager decided to play him again. After an injury, a tough injury, he's been out for weeks now. Months, if I'm not mistaken. And you're telling me that he had to play yesterday? No. No reason for him to play. Why is Eberechi Eze on the bench and not getting minutes? He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. He could have played yesterday. He could have played against Everton. The truth is, him and Odegaard are struggling. They're not playing to help the team. They're looking like kind of lost. Martin Odegaard takes too many touches. He doesn't release the ball when he needs to. He doesn't know what else to do, so he goes to the right and plays to Saka. Eberechi Eze at least tries. He at least brings some free flow in attacking football sometimes. And you're telling me he's not good enough to play week in, week out. The truth is, the only way he can play for this team is if Martin Odegaard gets injured again. Because we know Ebery Chiesa is not the favorite of the manager. We know Martin Odegaard is. We know Mikel Merino is the favorite of this manager. Mikel Merino, how the hell did he play the 90 minutes yesterday? Norgard, he cannot get minutes for this team as well. So why did we fucking buy him? Merino, we know, is better attacking wise. He is better playing false 9, playing number 12, number 9, whatever. He plays better playing as a striker. And yesterday he played and was awful. Because he's not good enough as a midfield player. Simple as that. He's not a good midfielder. Yes, he had to play because Declan Rice had to play on the right wing. Sorry, as a right back. And then why did we not bring Norgard to at least release some of the pressure Merino had? Because Merino was awful yesterday. We are unable to rotate players because this manager is afraid of not getting the job done. The truth is, on previous seasons, we have not got it done because he is always unable to rotate the team. He's always picking the same players, getting those minutes up, then they get injured and we don't know what to fucking do because the guys on the bench, they have lacking minutes. They don't have the match fitness that's required to win the league. And we're looking at it right now. It's just going to be a matter of time before Gyökeres goes to the fucking bench. And we don't even know how to play with him. We don't even play to his strengths. We don't know how to at least give the ball to him. Bukayo Saka yesterday, he scammed an assist that every single player in the world could do. Because it's not a through ball. It's just literally playing the ball back to whoever is free. And then the goal came in. Cool, it was a good goal, great finish. But it was more a Martin Odegaard goal. Literally, Saka just played a simple pass because he didn't know what to do with the ball. He saw Odegaard free. Okay, I'm going to pass it to him. Cool. We play like that every single time. Why is Madueke not playing? Madueke played amazing in the Champions League against Brujas. And then he got a couple of minutes after that game. I thought it was against Wolves, if I'm not mistaken. And he played good. He played very good. He actually brought danger to the team. Like, he was trying things out and he was working out. And you're telling me Saka, as bad as he played yesterday, had to play the 90 minutes? There's no need to. Martinelli got minutes in. And he's been awful this season. Off the bench, he, at the start of the season, was good. But then he dropped back to the levels that we know he has. He's not good enough. And you're telling me that he gets more minutes than Madueke, and at least Madueke does create danger. He does play better. He gets into the right positions, and he scored goals in the previous game at Brujas. And you're telling me the only time he was going to play was against Wolves. He's not getting minutes because he's not the favorite of the manager. Then why the fuck did you bought Madueke? It wasn't Arteta signing, innit? So why the fuck are we not playing Noni Madueke? Undeservedly. Like, the treatment that those two players, Eze and Madueke, are getting is awful. The treatment that Ethan Nwaneri is getting is awful. Luis Skelly, the same thing. The only way Luis Skelly is going to play consistent football is if Calafiori gets injured. Because the manager doesn't trust in him. Ethan Nwaneri, he's not going to get minutes. Even if Eze or Odegaard get injured, he's not going to get minutes because the manager doesn't fancy him. Noni Madueke, he's a good player. He's been good for us. His standards, he's been good. I don't see any difference between him and Saka. They do play the same. If anything, Madueke looks more consistent when it comes to attacking. When it comes to taking players on. He looks more dangerous. But he's not going to play because Saka is the favorite of the manager. Saka hasn't scored a goal consistently. He hasn't scored goals consistently. I'm going to show you on Twitter some of the patterns that Saka has done. Like 4 goals in 2025 season. In this 2025 season. 4 goals. He's been awful. And you're telling me Madueke cannot get a minute. Saka played awful yesterday, and this manager doesn't want to rotate the team. If he's playing bad, at least play him 60 minutes, that's it. Oh, but when Martin Odegaard is available, he's coming off an injury. You don't fucking care. You take Eze off in the 57th minute and you play Martin Odegaard because that's your favorite fucking player. It's awful, people. The truth is, the management of this team, of the players, the substitutions and things like that have been awful under this manager. And that's why you see Ben White getting injured, Timber not playing yesterday, Gabriel Magalhaes being rushed off an injury again. The only player we've managed off an injury well is Gabriel Jesus, and the only reason we've done that is because on previous seasons we've mismanaged the guy's injuries, and he's gotten injured again and again. So someone must have told Mikel Arteta, manage Gabriel Jesus at least. We have been awful under this manager with the rotation of the squad, and we can buy a lot of players to get minutes of some of them, like Martin Odegaard and Saka, but we just can clearly see that's not going to happen because they're the favorite of the manager, because he wants Odegaard to play every single game, even though he's shit. He wants Saka to play every single game, even though he hasn't been at the level that we know he's capable of. Saka went limping every single game of last season at the end because he needed someone to take those minutes off him. And now that we have Madueke, he's not even playing. And he's not playing after a game that he scored 2 goals and played amazing in the Champions League against Bruges. That tells me the manager has favoritisms. And this fucking cunt came into the team and said, I'm not gonna have favorite players, they're all gonna fight for spots, and if they're not performing, well, they're gonna be benched. That's a fucking lie. Because we can clearly see Martin Odegaard is playing every single game. We just put Crystal Palace best player. Like, he can't get a minute in this team because the manager doesn't know how to use him. Because Martin Odegaard is the favorite player of this fucking manager. Same as Bukayo Saka. Madueke and Saka play the same, people. Just look at him. If anything, Madueke actually brings more danger to us. He takes defenders off. He plays better crosses. And he's not getting minutes. Because he's not the favorite of this fucking manager. Mismanaged. And we are gonna crumble this season because of injuries. And those injuries are gonna be because of this fucking manager. It's ridiculous, guys. Like, seriously. We are literally scamming wins because of own goals. We're being found out. That's the truth. We're gonna get found out the next couple of games. We're playing Villa next game. I don't think that's gonna be a great game for us. I don't think we're gonna win that game, to be honest. I don't think it's gonna be good enough. Villa has our number. That's the truth. This Unai Emery guy, he knows how to beat us. He just, like, we lost to them at their ground, and now we're gonna lose next week. And when we play against Aston Villa, we're gonna lose. That's the truth, because this Unai Emery knows how to play against us. He knows how to destroy Mikel Arteta, and Arteta does nothing to change that. And the way we're playing, we're literally depending on own goals. And the own goal that Brighton conceded yesterday was shit because their striker didn't know what to do. He tried to jump and get the ball. The corner was amazing. Let's be honest. The corner that Declan Rice does every single game is great. But there was no need for the striker to jump and try and get that ball. Good, we got the win. We scammed the win because of own goals. But we've been doing that a lot. Wolves, then a penalty against Everton, and now an own goal again. We are getting lucky, but what happens when our luck is going to run out? What's going to happen when the luck runs out? That's the question. I don't see anything that we can do to, get us going. That's the truth. Like, we don't know how to play with Gyökeres. Whenever Gabriel Jesus comes in, we look more free attacking wise, but we still cannot get it done. We cannot still score goals even when Gabriel Jesus is playing. The manager is not going to play Eze because his favorite player is on the pitch, and we know Odegaard is going to play the 90 minutes, or at least 86 minutes. So what do you expect Eze to do in 4 minutes of that game? He's going to do nothing. Then Saka is going to play, and we know that Noni Madueke is not going to get any minutes. And then Trossard, is going to be benched, and then we're going to play Gabriel Martinelli, who's not good enough. So tell me, what tactic are we doing with those players that are coming into the team, into the pitch, off the bench, to actually try and score? Nothing. We play the same way. We play more free because Gabriel playstyle is like that. Gabriel Jesus. But we still cannot get it done. We can't still score goals. We play a slow type of football that allows the opposition team to be set up properly. So whenever we make a shot, the defender blocks it, or is going far away from goal because we try to just be cheeky and put it top corner. It's not gonna happen, people. Like, to be fair, if you watch us play week in, week out, we are doing nothing attacking wise to look dominant, to score goals, to, be consistent and demolish teams. We're not doing anything like that. We're depending on goals. We're depending on luck to win games. That's not going to work against City. That's not going to work against Liverpool. And it's not going to work against Aston Villa. You're going to have to see, unfortunately, how Aston Villa is going to beat us in the next game. We're literally rock bottom at the moment. Kind of. We can be even lower than that. But there's nothing tactically, there's nothing individually from these players that tells me that we're not going to drop off. We are going to drop off if we keep playing like that. We're scamming wins, we're getting on goals. But that's going to run out. It's not sustainable. And we've been in this period of time every single season under Mikel Arteta. And he's doing nothing to avoid it. Every single season, there's a period in the season where we look at the team and we know we're playing bad and we're scamming wins, and then it comes a game where we lose and then we start on a losing streak and we lose the league. It's literally carbon copy of previous seasons with different players, with better players, the best team in Europe, and we are not even playing to the players' strengths. Saka looks dead. Trossard was helping us, not anymore. He played awful yesterday. Victor Gyökeres, we cannot play to the guy's strengths. Gabriel Jesus comes into the team. He's not good enough when it comes to try and score goals. He gets everyone involved, but the guys on the sides, Saka and Martinelli, when Martinelli comes into the team, they're not scoring goals as well. So we do nothing. Subimendi, if you press the guy, he's going to lose the ball. Merino is awful in midfield. Martin Odegaard, you're going to get one good game in a period of 8 games, which is not consistent, which is not good enough. Eberechi Eze, he's lacking game time. His match fitness is not there because he's not playing because you're playing your favorite fucking player, Martin Odegaard. And what happens when you're going to depend on Eze? He's not going to bring it. He's not going to deliver because he hasn't had game time. Literally, Martin Odegaard came into the team. In the free-flowing attacking football, went dead. And the minutes of Eze, destroyed. And we have a better player on Eze. He's not even playing because you have favoritisms. We are literally destroying Eze's career, same as we are doing with Waneri, same as we're doing to Luis Escali, playing him out of position, not even getting minutes, and the same as we're doing to fucking Noni Madueke, who plays exactly the same as Saka. They are looking like a carbon copy of each other because Saka's been awful. And now you're playing Declan Rice as a right back, which is not sustainable. And you're rushing Gabriel Magalhaes off the bench of an injury, and he's gonna get injured again. That's the truth, people. Let me just show you right here how the fans feel about this type of stuff. Eze Madueke treatment is shocking. Arteta keeps proving it doesn't matter how much depth he has. If you're not his guy, you're running on fumes or watching from the sidelines. Preference over protection. Same story every season. And we know it's going to be like that. We know it's going to be like that. Then people frustrated with Bukayo Saka not passing the ball to Gyökeres. I agree with it. I think Gyökeres' movement is not as good as Havertz, to be fair. Havertz knows how to trick defenders and stuff like that. But if you play the ball to Gyökeres, wherever he sits, you know it's going to be a goal. And he is always in right positions. Yeah, he doesn't cut in front of the defenders. He's behind the defenders. But if you have the quality to play that pass, he knows he's going to score. And I know he's going to score. But you have to have the quality to play that pass behind the defender. And we don't have players that are capable of doing that. So we still don't play to Gyökeres' strengths. A few seasons ago, he tried Partey at right back. Out of the 12 games Partey played in that position, we won only 6. We lost the league because of it. We're awful, and this manager still hasn't managed to learn from his mistakes, so he's one-dimensional, and he's reverting back to what he used to do that didn't work out. We're gonna be found out. Let's be fair with it. And now Ethan Nwaneri, of course, Bournemouth doing an official, reaching Arsenal for Ethan Nwaneri. The sooner he leaves, the better for his career. No single player from the high end has flourished under this manager. Bukayo Saka was Unai Emery guy. He came into the team because of Unai Emery, and then he developed because Unai Emery actually developed Saka. And he was one of the favorites of the fan base at the time. So if this manager was going to bench Saka, he would have been, already released by the team, I'm going to say. Because if Saka already had a fan base and every single Arsenal fan was happy on having Saka. But if it was for this manager, let's be fair. If that wasn't the situation, Saka wouldn't even be at the team anymore. Because every single youth player that has come under this manager is benched, is destroyed. We're looking at that with Lewis Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri. And Lewis Skelly had a good season last season. So you can't tell me that he's not a good player. He is a good player, even playing out of position. Ethan Nwaneri is a good player. Whenever he comes into the pitch, he provides. He is dangerous, he can score goals, he can create more than Martin Odegaard, and still the preference of this fucking manager is Martin Odegaard. And we know how bad we've played since Martin Odegaard came into the team. Attacking wise, we're lost. Why is that? Because Martin Odegaard is in the team. As soon as he came into the team, we started to look awful attacking wise. So, that's the truth. Calafiori. Something he felt yesterday, something very awkward that happened, and what this guy says is true. He raised the issue yesterday, and yet this draft manager wanted to start him. These injuries don't just boil down to bad luck, it's gross. Management from this novice manager as well is awful. The management of this team, of Mikel Arteta, is awful. When a player tells you that he's injured, he's feeling something, you go to the doctor, you tell the doctor to analyze the player, and that's it. You don't play him. And we saw Calafiori warming up yesterday, and he literally had to say to the manager, I'm unable to play. This manager is afraid of changing the starting 11. I don't see why. If we have a good squad depth, why is this manager so afraid of changing the team? It makes no sense. He's feeling the pressure of trying to develop titles, and he's not going to be able to do it if he doesn't manage the team properly. And that's an issue that we've had season after season after season under this manager. And he still is reluctant to change. That's going to be his downfall. That's going to be his downfall. And more on Victor Gyökeres. I think Victor Gyökeres is very good. And, well, I'm just going to read this one quickly. It's not coincidence that at the moment Gyökeres goes off, Arsenal opponents start pressing higher and playing with far more freedom and score an equaliser and put a goal back to mount the pressure on us. I agree with it. I think whenever Gyökeres comes off, the attention of the opposition teams goes to being able to score goals, because Gyökeres brings so much danger to the opposition that they are more focused on trying to stop Gyökeres. So the issue here is, well, whenever he comes off, there's more freedom on the opposition teams to actually play against us. So that's something. Then Madueke won player of the match against Brujas. He has played a single minute in the league since then. He played against Wolves, I think. Then Eze hasn't played a single minute in the league since Wolves. Why? Because Odegaard came into the team. Luis Skelly started his first game in the league today, week 18th. I don't think Norgard has started a league game for us. Misspelled something, he got like 50 minutes. But we celebrate having the squad depth in the summer, but Arteta will rotate the team only when there are injuries. Skelly played through last season. He was very good last season. He came into the English team, which was very good. That tells you the quality he has. And this season he's been holding bench. Why? Because he's not the favorite of this manager. Because the manager prefers other type of players that are not good enough. Calafiori has been good this season, let's be fair to him. But when it comes to Martin Odegaard, it's the same situation. He's not good enough and he's playing. So Skelly, Madueke, and Eze on the bench. Why? They don't deserve to be on the bench. Well, maybe Skelly, but he still can get some minutes in. Calafiori can go to the bench at the 60th minute and then you play Skelly. Why haven't you done that? Eze is better than Odegaard. We play better with Eze on the pitch. Madueke, he can release some minutes of Saka. Him and Saka have played the same this season. Madueke has been more dangerous, to be fair to him. And you're telling me he can't get minutes. So you rotate the squad whenever there's injuries and then you just go and cry about the injury situation when you have a press conference. That's not good managerial stuff from this fucking manager. He's a clown. Let's be fair. He doesn't know how to rotate the team. He's feeling the pressure. He doesn't trust the players that he has, that he bought this summer. And that's going to be the downfall of this team. It's going to be the downfall of us. So without further to say, people, I'm just going to talk about that. Not happy with the manager. If we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we're going to be, at the end of the season, again, second place. We're not going to win the league. We're not going to win the Champions League. The Carabao Cup, maybe. But that's not good enough. And the way this manager mistreats the players, the way this manager literally, he's holding some of the players benched for no reason. He's unable to rotate the squad. That's going to be the downfall of this manager. And if he doesn't bring something, he doesn't improve from the awful games that we've had this season recently, we're not going to win anything and he's going to have to leave this fucking football club. Stop the favoritism. Just play the best players. Fuck this fucking manager, man. He's a dickhead. He doesn't know how to manage the players. He doesn't know how to rotate the squad. He's awful. The only reason why he's here is because individually, some players have carried him. Not Martin Odegaard. So, without further say, people, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And, well, happy holidays. Happy New Year, if I don't see you. But, yeah. Without further to say, hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next.